Hi, it's Lee, and today we have a very special video since it's a tour of my very first planet, Plumrose. For those who are unfamiliar with this game, this is called Petit Planet. It's a cozy life sim game made by Hoyoverse, and it's low-key better than Animal Crossing. It's a game that I've been looking forward to trying out for a while now, so I was very fortunate to receive access to their coziness test. Like, I literally jumped for joy when I received the download instructions. My original goal for this game was just to experience everything it had to offer, but I ended up wanting to decorate my planet before the beta period ended, so here we are now. If y'all are interested in some more Petit Planet content, I do have some silly little shorts on my channel, so feel free to check them out. Anyway, back to talking about my planet. So I came up with the name Plumrose because I literally didn't know what else to name it, and when I first started the game I found I had roses for my native flower and plums as my native fruit, so flip it around, Wicked Witch! So this planet doesn't really have any specific theme since I didn't have much time to gather a huge variety of items, but I did have a lot of natural items stocked up, so we just have a bunch of trees and landscaping around the island. We do have a little urban town built, but other than that it is a very natural island. Anyway, let's take a look at the map. As you can see, the planet is actually pretty big, almost comparable to the size of the map in Animal Crossing, but unlike the Animal Crossing map, it actually shows a lot of details. For example, I really like the blocky look of it. It kind of reminds me of Minecraft a little bit. I also like that it has indicators of the specific trees and pathing on the map, and it shows you exactly where your neighbors are at all times. Speaking of the neighbors, we have Dorchelong, Frostia, Isaki, Medellin, Safiri, and Yungo. Anyway, let's get started with the tour. So here is the entrance, or well, there isn't a real entrance, but this is how you'll face when you first visit the planet. So to start, we can see Glenn's shop at the front. I put it here so that people who visit can easily find it and buy whatever they need. This whole combo of the shop, pathing, and brick fencing is actually so good, and I quite liked how it turned out. Following the natural dirt path, I put a few seating areas because I didn't have much furniture to work with, and of course, tons of natural decorations. Following this path, we have a little transitional natural area. Here on the right side, we have another seating area near a river, which leads to a waterfall. And following this incline here, we head up to Isaki's home. In his yard, he once again has a little seating area and a spot where he can view the beach and the stars. Walking back to the camp area and heading this way, we have a small garden of flowers in the middle of the path. I actually really think this is pretty cute. And walking to the left besides the camp, we have a little snack area to extend the red from the garden. Right next to me is actually a young tree. I'm not sure if there's a nice way to stunt trees in this game like we can in Animal Crossing, but it would be a nice addition if we could actually choose what size of tree we would want to place on the island and have it stay like that forever. Anyway, coming over here, we have two cute plushies kissing in the middle of the river. And of course, some more trees in the background. I honestly love the variety of trees and flowers we have available in this game. Crossing this bridge, we actually head on over to Yungo's farm. Since Yungo is the resident farmer of the planet, I made sure to dedicate this section to her and gave myself the chance to use crops as decorations. This is definitely my favorite area because I love the entire layout and it looks really nice in pictures. On the right side, we have the giant crop harvest fair blueprint. And just in front of Yungo's house, we have a little beekeeper's area and some crops that are literally attached to her house. I think it's so funny that these little thingies followed the house. So random. Over on this side is an incline that leads to a little forest trail transitional area. Walking on that trail actually leads us to Dorchelong's home. Now to the left, he has a seating area right next to his house. And to the front he has a cute yellow and dwarf dahlia garden. And here is his home. I actually liked using the partitions as fencing because they're actually pretty tall and they created a nice backdrop for his house. Going back down to the farm and crossing this bridge leads us to the ginkgo and mango tree forest. I chose these trees in particular because I wanted to have an orange, teal, and yellow color scheme for this area. As you can see, we have a lot of those teal, orange, and yellow dwarf dahlias scattered as well. And surprise, surprise, another seating area. I really wish I had more furniture to work with so I can make more complex areas, but I think this is still pretty cute nonetheless. Following this path, we approach Safiri's home. His yard consists of a small dahlia garden and some miscellaneous farming items in the back. Coming back to the seating area, there's actually an incline that leads us to an elevated land bridge. For this land bridge, I wanted to try something different with pathing, so I decided to create these heart shapes with the starry path. Coming to the edge over here, we can actually get a really nice view of a flower field. I was really lost on what to do with this area at first, but since I had a bunch of flowers in my inventory, I came up with this idea to create a nice lookout area. Of course, we needed to put some trees on top of the cliff so that it wasn't bare, but I really liked how this turned out in the end. Continuing on the land bridge, we don't have much here besides the path and some fillers on the lower cliffs. But coming out here, we can get a nice view of some waterfalls and a pond. I actually do enjoy terraforming in this game because the planetmaker app makes it so easy and satisfying. Going down the ramp, we just have more trees to the right to separate the flower fields, and following this circular stone path leads us to the Omni Gallery, or museum as us ACNH veterans like to call it. I thought this was a pretty creative way to fill up this space while connecting all of these pathways together. As we approach the Omni Gallery, we can see some decorations out on the patio. On the right side, we have a little working station, and on the left, there's just a small resting spot for the gallery guests to relax. Turning back around and heading towards the urban asphalt path, we actually head towards the suburban neighborhood. I really like how this neighborhood looks with the trees in the center of the roads. The first house we see here is actually Madeline's home. And on the other side, we have Frostia's home. I chose these two neighbors for this neighborhood in particular because I wanted to have a pink, blue, and purple color scheme, and their houses just fit pretty well. In front of their houses, we just have a small violet flower garden and an array of azalea shrubs to accentuate the color scheme. Heading up this ramp leads us to a little crescent moon stargazing area. And right next to it is my house. Now there's nothing much in terms of exterior decorations, but I just have a bunch of teal moon cycle roses to match my blue house. Going inside my house, we have a cozy space with tons of yellow and orange accents. The reason why I chose this color scheme is because those were the colors of a lot of the furniture I received early on. As you can see, we have a tiny desk area for work, a kitchen and dining space, a comfy living space over here, and a small bedroom enclosed by some partitions. Just ignore the fact that there isn't a bathroom here. Heading back outside and following the road again, let's head to the last major area of this planet. Here to the right we have a bus stop, and coming up is a gas station and a small rest area for the drivers. And that's pretty much it for the planet tour. I absolutely had so much fun playing this beta, and I cannot wait for the official release of this game. Like, please Hoyo, release it faster. Overall, the game felt really polished already, and decorating was so easy with the planetmaker app. Compared to Animal Crossing, the whole process felt like a breeze, and it was nice being able to easily access everything from storage. Overall, I'm pretty happy that I was able to fill up most of the map in a short amount of time. Unfortunately, we weren't able to fill every town in the game, but I still like how it looks even with some empty patches of grass. I'm also really excited to see what other items they add to the game in the future so we can be even more creative with our builds. Now, if y'all are interested in playing this game, keep a lookout for any possible future betas and make sure to pre-register on the game's website linked down below. I will definitely be making more Petit Planet content in the future, so subscribe if y'all are interested in that as well. Until then, thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next one.